says, "You'll forgive me if I don't stand. My hip's buggered. I have a very senior position within the Citadel Custodians, and if you know anything about my line of work, it's that maids see and hear everything. Count on me and my girls to be a very effective information network. If you need someone to listen for rumors, watch out for guards, or spy on a conversation, talk to me and I'll put one of my girls on the job."
Are they not doing that already?
Yeah, but, you know...
They would be listening more keenly if they were to hear certain words, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, any ideas you have, let me know and I can instruct the maids to...
Well, there's one I can think of straight away. We need any kind of lead on what kind of beasts we're expecting to fight in 2 days' time.
They won't be able to find that out.
It's unlikely, but it's possible. I'll certainly get them on it. It's possible one of them might have heard something already, but no one's reported anything to me, so I wouldn't expect it.
It's a possibility worth exploring, nonetheless.
I think, as one of you mentioned before, you are right. I'm probably your best bet for figuring out ways into and out of the Upper Citadel where the King resides. Sadly, you won't be able to contact me directly after tonight until you have access to the Lower Citadel. But if you really need to get in touch, Marcus should be able to relay a message.
Do we not have
Asmoleon, you don't happen to have any spare rings, by chance? Great minds.
He's
gone. I just remembered.
The ring is an open network, not a selective one, so you can't specifically send a message. Everyone on the network hears everything.
But they're not on the network, though, as far as we know.
If you give a ring to somebody, they will hear everything you say over the rings, which we are using the rings a lot to cover secret conversations and metagaming, basically. So I will basically say whoever you give a ring to knows everything you're doing.
Well, if we were to give it to this is out of character. If we were to give it to her,
yeah,
then only she would, not the maids. That's
not the maids, no. But I'm saying it's not like you can decide which messages she hears and which she doesn't. She will literally be listening to your group's conversation constantly.
What did you think of the venison?
It's a walkie-talkie network. It is not a mobile phone.
That means it's constantly going.
Yeah, all of you are looped into this. Yeah, all of you are looped into the same network. There's no way to send. There's no way to send private messages.
On what? On the rings?
Yeah.
On the rings.
Yeah, you have. Well, it only sends when you specifically want to send something, but it sends to everything.
Yeah, that's what
it's like a walkie-talkie on the network. You press the button to record, but every walkie-talkie tuned into that frequency picks it up.
Yeah.
There's
I have
no way
extra. So
this is what I'm saying. It will work if you want to get a message across, but if she's wearing that ring, all of your guys' bullshit will be broadcast to her constantly because, like,
if she's in 500 feet, right?
That's also no. Yes, no, that is true. There is a range. Yeah, of course.
So then it might be quite useful to give it to her, and then
probably easier to give the cleric the sending spell.
I have sending as well.
So that is specifically the use of that spell. Is sending direct messages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, what did I miss? I think I only missed Wilma, I guess. Let me check.
Possibly.
Yeah.
She's like probably the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of utility here.
Yeah, Dusty was gonna send it to me, right, Dusty? What you wrote down?
I'll take a picture.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Namala, after everyone's kind of said their piece, Namala stands again and thanks everyone for their contribution and says, the 2 days we have before potentially gaining access to the Citadel are going to be focused on gathering as much intel as possible. So Reem and I will advise... whoa, what have I written here? I think I've really dipped out on the English. That really threw me for a loop. Hang on, 1 second.
And we will be successful. Brooke been drinking.
Right, I know. Right, okay. I wrote much when I think I supposed to write but, and that really threw me off. So Reem and I will advise But how this time is spent will ultimately be decided by the adventurers, as they will be the ones out in the field making real-time decisions. To start, I suggest focusing on the three main areas of crucial information: time, route, and method, or to simplify, the when, the where, and the how.
Something tells me the wizard might have an idea or two.
You want to actually do that? Actually explain the idea?
No.
It's entirely up to yourself, Asmoli, and if you wish to keep it to yourself, then keep it to yourself.
I'm gonna whisper no.
What?
But if I may make a suggestion, maybe you might want to share it with the rest of us before we go into
I will
anything.
say this.
And by the rest of us, I mean the party.
Namala continues. For the people in this room, keeping information to as much of a need-to-know basis as possible is ideal. If any of us are caught, the executioners will not hesitate in their pursuit to extract information. If you share all of your plans with us tonight, it's possible that those plans might be revealed. I can't promise any of us won't break under interrogation. So it's probably better for you to make your own plans in private and consult on us where and when you think we might be able to assist.
Okay.
Sareem and Namala primarily will be the roles of advisors. They're the ones, if anyone, you should be bouncing the ideas off, I think.
I don't trust them.
Well, oh god, sorry guys.
That's why I think Frank said do the ring of
Yeah,
truth.
as well, you know, it's like I'll just I think we should all join in the spell that our cleric friend here can do, and I want everyone to accept it.
You're waiting until the end of the.
Yeah, well, I thought that was this, but okay.
No, I'll say one of them.
Yeah.
Namala continues. The main threat to this operation are the executioners, Mytasian especially, but all of them are frighteningly powerful and have unlimited authority and thrice. And you can see the room does grow uncomfortable whenever the executioners are brought up. People in this room are scared of them. It's quite visibly obvious. At all costs, you must avoid arousing their suspicions and definitely avoid fighting them if possible. It is probably possible that we may be able to overcome one or two of them, but if all 8 of them gather together, not even Royce's band could stand against them, not here in the seat of their power.
That is low-key terrifying, chaps.
It would be 8 versus 4, but yeah. You know how fucking real Royce and his crew is.
Yeah, we all seen the final.
So the last thing I need to talk about is the outline schedule for the next 2 days, which is as follows. Tomorrow, before lunch, you will be attending a Vault Ball tournament. And Vault Ball was the sport that you had seen that's basically like basketball on poles. This will be a good opportunity for some of you to sneak off and start gathering intel. Remember, time is crucial, and how you spend it will be incredibly important. Try not to waste any time if possible. It will also be advisable that some of you remain at the tournament so as not to arouse too much suspicion about, missing members. Later that day, we are all scheduled for meetings with bankers and diplomats. Sadly, these are not a sham. Me and Sareem will actually have to sit through these. Your presence is expected, but again, this will be a good chance for some of you to sneak off and gather intel, as I don't think it would be too unbelievable that some of you would want to skive off banking meetings.
I'm sure I could get myself out of that one.
Yeah. But again, some of you probably should be in attendance. If all of you are playing hooky, that will probably raise some suspicions.
I think I've got a good idea.
We can go here.
There may even be some people at these particular meetings that might be able to give us some useful information or insights. So I think it's definitely worth some of you attending for that purpose. And finally, the following morning, you are free to prepare for combat. The match will be in the early evening, so you will have the whole day to gather intel and prepare for the fight. However, winning that match is a very high priority, as it will grant us free movement in and out of the lower citadel. Having restricted movement in the lower citadel will make things a lot more difficult. So I would advise that if you feel that you can make use of time effectively to prepare for combat, then that is not a bad idea.
Let's prepare in the best way we know.
Yeah.
Drink.
After the match,
Just looking at Kieran.
after the match, we will all reconvene to gather everything, all the intelligence we've gathered, weigh up our options and resources, and try to put together a plan for the remaining 2 days on how we're going to execute the objective. I think that's it. Is there anything anyone would like to add?
I'm not going to the basketball match. That sounds barbaric.
But that's why
That's-
you're out.
Thanks for sharing that now. When
Can
it's
we
Yeah.
set
useless to do.
some objectives now? I think there's some quite obvious ones we need to do.
If there's anything that you want our conspirators to start working on, now is the time to let them know.
So I think everyone from the Hounds of Middleton is in agreement that we want the maids to start straight away trying to gather any intel on the Citadel beasts,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
On the palace beasts.
on the Palace
Um,
beasts.
Absolutely. We'll start.
And quite a high priority for me would be to get one of the guards' uniforms.
Yeah.
And for me as well, I wouldn't mind tending to that matter with Flynn as well.
Upper Citadel uniforms. There's not really any uniforms for the guards of the Upper Citadel. They are all fixed positions, and all of them are known. There's only a handful.
Damn.
Is
But
there
the
not
lower
any
Citadel
generic guards?
uniforms should be more than acquirable. I'm fairly confident we can get you some of those. No, the Upper Citadel guards are all of them elites. Handpicked elites. Yeah, they wear their own combat outfits.
Do they get out, or do they all live there and don't actually get out?
They all dwell within. Some of them, high-ranking members of the court, do have permission to leave. Most
Do
of the
they
guards.
go somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of them go on diplomatic missions.
Well, I'm just mean like, do they frequent somewhere in the town?
I can get
brothel,
you.
let's
I can
say.
get you a list. I can get you a list of high members of the court and whatnot. I will say, however, we have been very careful and tried to find any member of the court who might be susceptible to our ideas, obviously without taking too much risk of exposure. And as far as we can tell, everybody that dwells within the Upper Citadel is fiercely loyal to the king. So do be careful.
And
Yeah,
a last thought from myself would be preparing exits. The best way out, the quickest, the quietest, the most direct.
Right. Well, what I can.
Depending on what happens.
We also need to
Big
get the
shit
rest
show.
of our...
We need to get out of there quick.
And we need to get our items back as well, let's not forget that.
Yes.
I didn't
Your
travel.
items in Lansfall are several days of travel away. I don't think they're going to be. That'll be a
Well,
problem afterwards, I think.
Yeah, if we appease the king, in a sense, we can just ask them to send it to us. In a sense, like, right? Like if we
But
actually
then-
get this done.
Then we may have the king killed by the time.
Yeah, I'm talking. As
Heading
I
out
said.
by the time the stuff is.
No, I'm talking about.
Gunther says, I think if you leave it with me, I think I might be able to arrange for the things that you've left in storage in Landfall to disappear and be relocated to your headquarters in Midrealm. I don't
There
think
you
we're going to be able to get them here to you.
No,
however.
exactly. That's what I mean. That was actually.
Yeah.
Yes, Dusty?
Thank you. Is there certain magic protection in different parts of the city?
In the city itself?
Yes,
No,
including the
there's no
citadel.
there's no large scale magical protections on the city. The citadel, I would be very surprised if there weren't. Whatever there is almost certainly handled by Jochen, and is secret. I don't think that's information that we could acquire. He's really the only person who would handle something like that, and I'm sure he would handle it by himself.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Scrying protection.
There's probably, on the king at least, I would be incredibly shocked if there wasn't rigorous scrying protection. You might be able to get some scrying done around the lower citadel, and maybe even some parts of the upper citadel. I would be very cautious of scrying. It's on failed scrying attempts are very hard to conceal, and the last thing we want is to send them an early warning sign.
I just want to know where does the king sit? What kind of seating does he have in the tournament arena?
He has, I guess you'd call it a perch. He is flanked by.
Is it what kind of? Is it just like what like outside of the game? What? Yeah, so it's open. Okay.
It is
It's
open.
like kind of like Roman.
Kind of. It's an amphitheater.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I just okay. It's the only thing I needed to know. It was open. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thanks.
Oh, I can just do this.
Yeah.
Hang on. I don't know why I was trying to. Okay, so if you direct your attention to General in Discord.
Yeah.
That is kind of what the city looks like.
The sombrero.
Yeah.
That was interesting, Brooke. That is exactly what I was drawing a bit.
Is that exactly what you were picturing?
Yeah, picturing. Yeah.
So you got the lower city is bigger than that as well.
Yeah.
The upper city is that little lip on the bottom. It goes up a little bit, and then there's the citadel itself, which is this huge fucking thing in the middle of the city, and it goes up really high, like 200 stories, like I say.
Yeah.
The divide between the lower and the upper citadel is not as clean as that, but I just drew a line to show there's a lower citadel and an upper citadel.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going to draw now what the amphitheater looks like, because that is a public space, which
It's gonna look the exact same.
No, it's not.
No. So that was a question. So we're getting those names. Okay, is there a way we could just talk on like among ourselves for a second without people hearing us, or?
Well, before
in
that,
the room, no.
No, okay.
Because you're still sat at the table.
Oh, can we use
Is
the
there-
mind? Right? It's only mind, right?
You can use the rings to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rings are mine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
but it would be kind of obvious, so they'll know you were conferring.
Awkward
but
silence.
Yeah.
If
No,
you say,
that's fine.
if you were to say like, give us a moment to confer in private, and
Yeah.
then you,
Is
or
there
that would
And
be
then we all
quiet,
just sit there
and
staring.
start like looking at each other like you're talking to each other, but no one was speaking.
Is there any
Yeah.
other
sure they'll
requests
figure
that
out
people
what-
have?
Well, I just want to say, like, so I used the rings. Here, I was thinking if we can find one of those people that are part of the top, we could do a memory, alter memory, and make him think like Flynn is one of his best buddies. And maybe we can get some information, you know? Then we can get
Certainly an
information
idea
from
worth
them.
exploring.
Yeah. And alter memory, the only way of getting rid of that, I don't know. I think maybe a cleric spell could do that, but I don't know. Maybe there's
Like a
no reason for it.
restoration.
Yeah.
Restoration.
Yeah. So I don't think you can actually do that on a like protection. So
But I don't have the ability to.
I can do that. I can
Alter
I have
memory,
I can have alter memory. So
Okay.
I was just thinking maybe that's a way of
But
actually. getting some
even if
spell.
I was his best friend, I still wouldn't be allowed into the citadel.
No, but you could ask him to wait a day, and we could make you look like him or something. Like, don't we have someone that can, like,
Yeah, I
don't
can
you
do
have a disguise kit or
I
something?
do, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that was pretty much my thinking. Like, if we
Yeah.
could, in fact, I'm typing it in the secret chat right now because I don't want to say it out loud.
well, that's fine. I just think it's that's one of the options we could do at least.
That's why what I was saying,
Yeah.
like with the
God, this drawing
armor.
is nowhere near as clear, but
Dusty.
I assume there are clerics within the Citadel.
hang on, let me just explain this. So,
Oh god. Okay.
so
Yeah.
what we're looking at here is
Nice clown.
the bottom side, like the eye in the middle, the
Yeah.
kind of elliptical kind of thing in the middle is where the fight will take place.
Yeah.
The bottom half is seating.
Yeah.
So it's like half an open amphitheater. I mean, kind of like what an amphitheater is, right? Amphitheater.
How big is how big is it? How big should we think it is? Like, is it like 100
It's pretty
feet?
big. It's pretty big. So like here's a good example. A good reference. So you've got kind of seating that looks like this, right?
Yeah.
On one half, right? So instead of that other half being open, it's a sheer wall that goes up, straight flat wall that goes all the way up,
Yeah.
and then all the way at the top there is an opening where the king sits with his guard. So literally, there's no way you would have to climb up sheer rock to get to where the king is.
Okay, but like, how far away would he be from like
The king would be probably about. I'm gonna say about.
from the edge of the arena? So yeah.
If you were stood in the middle of the arena,
Yeah.
to where the king is sat, I'm gonna say it's about 80 feet.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
How does
Fine.
the king see?
He looks down on everyone.
It looks down upon us
Is it
all.
still slope? Is it still
Greetings,
slope?
peasants.
There is a slope to it that allows the king to see. It is not 180 degrees vertical. It is sloped somewhat, but the point is that it is a sheer face that can't be scaled. Like
Oh,
the
so you
king's.
can walk on it, just not really climb it. Like you could.
I just had a thought.
So if, for example, if a 90-degree angle is straight up, the wall that leads up to the king is about 75. You couldn't walk it, you couldn't climb it. I mean, you could if you had like climbing gear, and you'd have to
Hey,
like
you
get
know, I still have
rock
my hip
picks
launcher.
and slam them into the stone because it is a smooth stone surface.
Doesn't it go 60 feet max?
So it probably where the king
Let
is
me check.
probably about what did I say? 75.
It's
So
80. You said 80 feet from the
80 feet
center.
and then 75
center.
degrees. So there's probably about
60
70 feet vertically and about 10 feet horizontally from the center of the arena.
Yeah.
Could I not
Maybe
just like
maybe more like
strap
20.
a nuclear bomb to my back? Ignite the fuse.
Sure.
Stand
Also,
back there,
also worth
offload
mentioning,
it.
we highly suspect that the king's viewing platform is very magically defended.
Yep.
Like I say, this will be the most guarded that the king is during your entire visit.
But I could go into a literal another dimension, pass through it.
Yeah,
into
but
the
then
room.
on the when you hit that area, most likely traps will go off, stuff will go off. Maybe a protection force field goes around him. You
And
don't
then
know.
you're stuck in there by
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, maybe there's like
Yeah.
even
I can
magical
talk my way
defenses
out.
that might
I'm good.
stop you from phasing.
Yeah.
You can't dimension door in there because that second door is also magical.
Yeah, anyways, enjoy. Well, at least Flynn could shout for
Bonjour.
whatever cause he would be doing it.
For the blame.
While doing it. Anyways, so yeah, I think I think we've got all the information for right now. I guess. I don't know. You guys wanted to ask anything else?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, does anyone have any other requests?
Well, Esmeralda, do you have a request?
Well, what do I do in
Specific
all of this?
request?
What's my part?
Guys, I'm going to let you talk because I need to go to the toilet real bad.
I think you need to look pretty. Kieran?
I mean,
Looks really pretty.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, are
this
we
man
just-
is scared.
I think you and Kieran are just gonna be like looking big, mean, and tough, and
When
attempt the small
we
thing.
you just give us the signal and we'll start hitting
Right,
things.
so let's
Yeah.
let's just go over real quick
That's
what
what
I
we figured.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really want to. This is a good idea.
So I wanna just fucking kill the king while we're fighting the beast, but that's just me.
I think that's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing we can
Especially
do.
The more
detective.
that she, well, but we don't know everything yet. You're saying this
Yeah.
before we've even gone and gotten information. Like something
Like,
could
let's-
become available to us. You
Like,
know.
let's just remember something as well. Brooke would not put an impossible task like this without there being some kind of a way through or in or out like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
something-
reckon there'll be multiple ways.
Yeah, some kind of information is going to get to us tomorrow. Like, so as I've just said in the chat right there, tomorrow I imagine Asmoli and Mila would have no interest in going to see the basketball tournament thing. So we can go off and do whatever we want to do.
Banking.
The banking stuff, obviously, I'm going to be there, you know, to protect my father's interest.
I'll be
Dusty's
there as
already-
well.
Yeah, Dusty's already said he doesn't want to go to the banking thing.
I would imagine Kieran and
They
Hatsu
won't
would
want
not.
to do it.
Kieran and Hatsu.
Yeah, they were
well,
both.
I'm the same person.
yeah,
So.
that's what I would imagine. Kieran and Kieran would not.
No, I was going to say Kilgan would probably want to because he's quite a scholarly.
Oh yeah, because he likes
kind of
his
type of man, yeah.
his
Come to
people's
what? Sorry?
interests. The banking meeting.
You come into the banking meeting because like you're
Maybe.
quite you're quite an academic. I don't
No,
think
Not
I
exactly an
don't-
academic, but like I have some
You
interest.
have your-
Well, you're a
people's
learned man. You're a
interests.
learned man.
For Goliath,
I-
yeah, definitely.
I'm just gonna be in both places always.
Okay,
yeah, just saying. Just kidding.
Another couple of points we can go over as well. If there is going to be any kind of spying or infiltration mission, I think me and Flynn should go on it because if something
Yes.
does go wrong, we're more likely able to be able to talk our way out of it
We
if
can
that's an
do
option.
magical bullshit as well.
Should
Yes, we
you
can.
be in both places always?
I
by
mean,
the way.
If the choice is between the banking meeting and
I
the
don't know.
basketball tournament,
They're at different
Just saying.
times.
okay.
From what
good.
I answered, they're at different times.
They are at different times, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
Yeah.
all six of us are expected to be there, but from what it sounds like, if one or two of us want to bugger off because we're just not interested in it, I can imagine the people around to be like, okay, fair enough, and just let us toddle off.
Like these two
Well-
don't deal with the banking of the group. That's it.
That's the thing. That's the
That's what
thing. Asmolian can just, even if they say like, "Why are you in two places at the same time?" Well, does it matter?
Well, that was my point. That was my point.
Why are you in two places
Like-
at the same time? Magic!
No. Well,
Magic!
here's my point for that though.
Yeah.
Like, why? That might be something that you don't want to do to not reveal because you couldn't do that at the tournament. So that's like a recent development, you know. Like maybe keep that hidden. If you're
Could
going to
also
be in
be-
two places at once, maybe one of you needs to be invisible or something.
I can go great. I can go
It could
invisible.
also be very
yeah.
key in the assassination. You never know. Like
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would say keep that hidden.
Like,
Yeah.
give that away.
you literally could be the one that does the assassinating. You could be with the king at one point and be with us at the same time with guards watching us. And then we go,
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, he was with us, so it's nothing to do with us.
You do know Brooks back, right?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brooke's not allowed to listen.
Well, that's the thing.
It
Well,
doesn't.
shit, turn your ears off, Brooke. What are you even doing?
That's the thing. Like, the assassination thing has to be completely magicless because of protection. So even if I wanted to send my magical clone up a magical protected area that has invisibility that is most likely also magical, it's not gonna work out very well, is it?
That's why I'm saying I don't think we know enough right now to do what you want to do. So
No, right
Well,
now
that's
we
the
just need to
thing.
plan,
That's the thing. If I want,
like,
like,
find out information.
so
Jesus.
well,
what the fuck?
sorry, but that's not me. I don't know.
No,
That's
that
Q-
was
that's
Dusty.
that's
Oh,
Q
that's me.
again.
I'm sorry.
Norway
Yeah,
is
sorry.
absolutely getting carpet bombed right now.
Your mic is a disaster, dude.
Yeah.
You got muted in the room.
Oh
Jesus.
god.
Oh my god!
Rest in peace,
We're gonna
Norway.
mute you again. God damn it.
I thought he was doing it on purpose. Trying to
No.
get his attention.
No, I was why I said do it that then is because then I can use a ability and it would pass, but the other one to get there would be a lot more trouble, I guess. But yeah.
We're gonna
So-
need some more. We're gonna need some more information before we
for
can
sure,
even.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like for now, like our options are try and somehow get through his magical barriers when he's the most protected during the fight, or brute force our way into the Citadel, fight any fucking Citadel beasts that are in there, and the
Which
executioners.
sounds shit.
One of them is immortal. The other one is an absolute fucking unit that we probably can't kill anyway. So yeah, like for now, until we get some more information, that's all we can do. We need to tomorrow. I think probably. I guess Mila could probably say this out loud. Well, I would imagine me and the wizard won't have much interest in going to the basketball tournament tomorrow. So if we could possibly meet with either of you people or your agents during the basketball tournament to pass on potential information, that would be more than ideal.
And Brooke is gone.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me. I was looking at Twitter.
Yeah.
I just thought you guys were. I thought you guys were still conversing. I wasn't paying attention. Like you wanted me to. All right, what was the question?
She didn't hear any of our plans, so it's all good.
Yeah, I don't give a
She
shit.
heard every single bit.
I
Yeah.
genuinely don't give
By
a fuck.
the way, can you guys hear me well enough now?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine.
Okay, I'd put the mic just away from me a bit so I don't touch the cable at all.
Get away from me!
Get away
Don't
from me,
touch those
bitch.
cables. Don't touch the
Yeah, I'll
cable.
need to swap that one out, the cable.
The question, Mila.
Yes, if possible. Well, I imagine me
No.
and the wizard won't have much in. I imagine me and the wizard won't have much interest in attending this ball tournament tomorrow, or whatever it is that you call it.
Balls.
Oh, ha ha. So, if at any point tomorrow, if you gather any information for us, and you can possibly send an agent to me and Asmoli, and I'm sure we can find a nice little tea parlor to entertain ourselves in for a few hours.
That should be fine.
Just wondering, are there any like? So you guys are kind of a group, I guess. Like the underground. Is there like an underground? That's not
What?
part of, like in like a rebellion-ish group. Just wondering. In the city.
There are certainly in this city not so much, because it is the seat of the executioners, and most people, most dissenters, try and get as far away from the executioner's reach as possible. But I am sure there are a lot of people who hold Harvan positive sentiments. There is, of course, a lot of underground movements for Harvan liberation. A lot of them have been subjugated and quashed over the years. And of course, they keep rising back up. I don't know if there's enough of a presence in the city to be relied on. I can, however, if you want, try and investigate it. I don't know if it would be particularly useful use of my time, though.
Okay.
I would, as a final note from myself, I would suggest that we try and figure out who the upper palace guards are. Citadel guards are. If we can find, I have an idea if maybe we could find one or two of them and find out if they have a particular drinking spot they like to visit, maybe a gentleman's club.
Yeah, we already asked
The
for
guards for the upper citadel typically, except for extremely rare circumstances, do not get to leave.
Didn't we get a group of people that high-level people that would go
There's
outside?
diplomats. There are diplomats that come and go, but typically the guards, that's a lifetime position. It's the life of
Okay.
luxury, but it is a life of isolation.
Stuck in a tower. Stuck in a tower.
So then perhaps maybe looking for a diplomat might be something we could look into?
Yeah, and trying to figure out who is going and where they're going and when they're going, so their absence will not be missed, for example.
Exactly.
It's difficult. It's difficult. We've tried to track the comings and goings as much as possible, but they have. There is no entrance or exit, so to speak, to the upper citadel. The king seemingly comes and goes as he pleases. So do the executioners, and so do these diplomats. We aren't quite sure how they move about. I suspect magic is involved. It's something that the maids have been trying to figure out for a long time, but I
So
think
there's not even a path up there?
no.
Oh.
What happens to?
There's no staircase or anything.
Are there any windows up there?
Yes, there's definitely balconies and windows up there for sure, but of course, guarded.
What happens to birds that come too close? Just wondering.
There's birds. The Citadel is famous for birds. Lots of birds in the Upper Citadel.
Okay, so they don't have like automatic something that shoots in
There's
the.
no-
There isn't an instant bird death
no-
spell up there.
There's no sentry turrets.
Okay.
There could be an anti-magic, anti-polymorph thing.
Well, no, I'm just thinking of maybe sending.
Do keep in mind, of course, one of the executioners is a very competent sorcerer.
Yeah.
It would be wise not to underestimate his precaution.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least before the fight, if we did try something like that, our excuse would be we're just trying to get information on the palace guards.
Wait, what?
The palace beasts.
Yes, the palace beasts. If we were caught, with birds up in the in the upper part of the citadel, we could simply say we were trying to gather information on the beasts.
If you were convincing enough, I'm sure you could get away with that. But of
Oh,
course,
I'm
that would
sure I
draw-
could.
That would obviously draw a lot of suspicion to you, and it would probably make moving forward a lot more difficult.
Well, let's
I
just make
guarantee
sure
you,
everyone
if
agrees.
my
with the
Tassian
plan.
finds out that you've been trying to sneak into the Upper Citadel, she'll be watching your ass like a hawk.
Couldn't we just ask for a tour?
They don't do that.
We can
I'm
try.
just gonna ask. I'm just
You
gonna
can
ask for a
You
tour.
can ask.
Also, I would be really,
Dusty
actually,
asked my Tassian.
I would be really interested in talking with the maid, with the sorcerer. I have some interesting things I want to
He's
discuss with
away
him.
at the moment.
The executioner.
No, yeah, the executioner sorcerer, yeah.
Yes, he is away at the moment. He is scheduled to return the day after tomorrow.
Okay.
He'll
So-
be there for
so-
the fight then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Did you say that we should win the vault ball game?
No, you won't. You will not be participating in that. You'll be simply spectating.
Oh. You said
Oh,
you said
that's
some sort
boring.
of match tomorrow would be good to help us move freely.
No, that is the
Day after tomorrow.
the fight.
Okay, that's
okay. I think that's it, right, guys?
fuck. If we had Bogador, we could tell what some of these creatures fucking are.
Turn my primeval awareness on straight away. Yeah, it's definitely a dragon.
Well, there's dragons. There's this,
Oh,
this,
there
this,
you
this, this, and this.
I
You'd be
can
like-
sense elves and dragons, and that's about it.
You would ask me, "Are there any dragons?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, you met it."
Oh, the big one that don't talk. All right.
I'm not hiding my dragons from you this time, bitch.
Okay. Well, I guess.
I'm also thinking if Bogador was here, he might actually, just try and scale the whole fucking citadel and try and get in there anyway.
I want to get in. I want.
And then if he got caught, he'd just be like, "What? I drank too much. I like calming things when I'm drunk, don't I?"
I
He
apologize.
asks of his cat.
Guys, is there anything else now we need to ask them
No, I don't think so.
Not
to
me.
specifically?
So, guys, things I've written down that you're interested in is the Raven Network, maids investigating what palace beasts you'll be up against, acquiring lower Citadel uniforms, relocating your items to Middleton, and that's it. Is there
No,
anything else?
and the people that you said there was people
The
that actually
diplomats
came.
that go in and out.
Yeah,
Yes.
we want the group.
More
If there's
info-
anyone in the city that we could talk, in a sense, get to.
Yeah, and figure out if there's anything that me and Asmodean could possibly do tomorrow while this death ball tournament's going on.
Well, if anyone else wants to join, they can
That's we can't come up with your ideas for you, I'm afraid.
join. Well,
No, I'm just saying if
well,
there's
if you could get any of the information we've just requested beforehand,
Actually,
get
that-
this there,
yeah,
and then we could
that-
at least work on that.
that's a point. We could pick.
You
let's pick.
wanted the entrances. The groundskeeper says, "I'll tell you what, I can take some of you on a quick tour around the entrances, the hidden entrances to the Citadel."
That's
would be
gonna be
great.
good.
I
Yeah.
think
Perfect.
that's for an escape plan.
Yeah,
I was thinking. So, what would be the best routes out of the city?
Me and Asmodean will take care of that tomorrow then.
thought we
Yeah, I
were.
guess. Maybe Flynn could do that as well. But we could split up at least. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's quite concrete on what we need.
I think that's everything on our end as well. Is there anything else you wanted to do before we left today?
The ring of truth.
Yeah. Dusty, could you explain it to the people here?
I'll let you do it.
Oh God.
Yeah, explaining should probably come from me.
Actually, Mila,
So I don't know if you
That's
guys know this spell that clerics can do that forces everyone to tell the truth.
It's not a very
I
high
say,
level.
I say this to the group. I don't know if they want to react to this. Brooke. I will also want to do, while I say this, look around the entire group if anyone is shifting or anything. Brooke? Hello?
Rick!
Sorry.
Oh gosh.
Stop looking at memes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm looking at.
Memes, yeah, we know.
So tell me when I can actually. If
Yeah.
You got anything? What?
Yeah, go.
Did you get what I just said, or did you
No.
not get? Okay. God. So I asked the group.
Wait, hang on.
if they- God damn,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm done. You can fucking suck it.
Mila, please take over.
Human Dusty, to answer that question.
Oh, thank you.
What?
You've noticed that
My cousin.
everyone around
Oh.
here is human.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So I turn to the group and say, I don't know if you guys know the spell that clerics can do that forces people to tell the truth. And while this is happening, I am trying to look at the group if anyone is shifting or anything.
Make
I would-
an insight check.
Okie
Can I do one
dokie.
too?
No, insight checks are limited to the person. This is a homebrew rule from early campaign. Limited to the person who's asked for it, so you can't butt blast them.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I know
that's-
everybody can.
That
Am I
know
gonna get
it's like
advantage because I knew I was going to do it?
yeah, I'm gonna say you get advantage.
Yes! Because I suck it inside.
The only reason I asked is because
Okay.
he's talking about what I would be.
Oh, well,
Sure.
it didn't help at all. 8.
Use your you have inspiration.
Oh,
Use it for that.
I don't want to use it
Why
for that.
not?
Yeah, that's.
I rolled an 8, Brooke.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you're not good at that.
No,
You don't.
I'm not good at that. Anyway, so I explain what it does, and I explain that you can fight it or you can accept it. We would appreciate. We know if you fight it, and if you still we know if you're telling the truth in the spell. So if everyone could get in the circle and join in, I would just like
I
to.
think the circle should be easily big enough to cover the whole table.
Yeah. So I want everyone in, everyone. So all the staff as well that's here, just everyone. And is anyone abstaining?
You
from
see a few people. You see Gunther kind of looking a little uncertain towards the prince, and the prince considers it for a second and then nods and says, "Yes, I think this is a good idea."
I'm gonna say over the ring. We've got to be very careful with the questions we ask.
Well, yeah, I think we should just all look. Yeah, I have no idea what questions we're gonna ask. What's here?
Well, we got to be quite particular
Yeah.
about it, and don't be too vague.
Yeah, try to stick to yes and no's. It's the best way to get them.
Yeah.
So what questions do we want to ask? Could we just
Is anybody passing information along to the king or any of his advisors or guards or anything
Yeah,
like that?
you're perfect for this. You're the one that's going to ask the question.
What?
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
me? I don't care if these people are lying.
No, you. no.
Well, actually, no, I kind of do. I
Yeah.
kind of do, I guess.
The prince summons all of the staff into the room, and again, the spell's more than big enough to fill the room, and says, "That's everyone that's been here tonight. Proceed with your spell."
Okay, Dusty.
Oh
Oh God!
You hear as Dusty's kind of being daft with it, one of the one of the cooks, one of the younger cooks, kind of like looks very nervous and says to the cook next to him, "Was like, This is gonna hurt. I never.
You get a free from your Arsenal one.
I've never been cast no magic on before.
I can assure everybody.
Fucking Jordan.
I feel weird.
If I may have everybody's attention. If I may have everybody's attention, please rest assured that, as insane as this man seems, the spell will do no harm to anybody.
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard. Coming from Dustin.
he accidentally cast fucking Flame of Fire or something.
Unless, of course, he accidentally cast the wrong spell, but I've been assured that he won't do such a thing.
He's not gonna turn us into a frog, is he?
Oh god, I want to turn him into a frog right now.
Mullion, hold your tongue.
Oh god.
I want to cast Polymorph on myself. The moment the spell goes down, I would like to turn myself into a rat. The moment the spell goes down.
Are you actually doing this?
No, I'm not.
I was already preparing a counter. I was preparing a counter spell already.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking about counter spell as well.
Yeah, same.
God. Anyways,
Too many counter spells. Bullshit.
Dusty, go. I love counter spell. It's so good.
So, Dusty, you feel that nobody in the room has resisted the spell. Although it does take a while. Some people kind of don't like. You notice some of the staff kind of put up a little bit of a fight and then kind of just like
I stare at them.
just that like you don't know if they were trying to resist the spell or it just caught them off guard.
Yeah.
But no one succeeded at it.
Okay.
Okay, Miliana,
Are we all good to go?
ask the
What? No,
question.
why am I asking the questions?
You're asking the questions.
I'll ask the
You're
fucking
leading
questions.
Okay,
Fine,
well, Flynn, go.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
God damn it! Everyone,
George, the plumber. Philip, he's the plumber.
So what are the questions we need to ask? This is the first question.
Is anybody here passing any of the secrets or knowledge that they've heard tonight onto somebody else who might be in touch with it?
Is everyone agreed on what we're to do?
Oh, good question.
Like, everyone is fully committed to the job at hand? Any other questions?
Does everyone have the appropriate conviction? Is that what you mean?
Yes. Nobody's just here.
Wow, good job with the yes/no questions.
Yeah, just
not
say
to keep
yes/no
them vague.
Well, I'm
They-
not
can-
asking these questions directly. I'm
Right, what is the first question?
is anyone passing on information to somebody who's not inside the room, or anyone who's not?
Of course, they're
Anyone.
talking with someone else.
No, I mean
Yeah,
like,
the
like is
Wilma
anyone
pipes up and says yes. You
Passing
have to talk
any-
to maids.
any information to people who are higher up? Who
So
would
the
try
king
to...
or his agents.
Yeah.
God, I have to do everything. A ripple of no's goes around the room, with everyone included. Here's the fun thing: everyone in the party has to do this too.
Yeah, we all say no.
Is
No.
anybody a yes to this question? You have to say it if you are.
So is anyone passing on
Information to the
king
king
or his agents?
or
No.
his agents.
No,
No.
You don't. Yeah, just say if it's a yes.
I don't
What's
know.
the next? What's the next question?
Wait, is there anybody
is
here
everyone
actually passing
committed
secrets
to the
onto the king?
cause?
No?
No, that was a room full of no's for that
No.
one.
The king or his agents? Is everyone committed to the cause, the job at hand,
Which is
which is to assassinate the king? No one's.
That's
having
an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Everybody at the table, you get yeses from. You get no's from a few of the staff, and they explain that it's just not their job. That you know they're
They don't
not going
care.
to stand in the way, but they aren't involved in this. You know,
I think we're going to need some minds.
you get into the kind of these aren't. You said let's not ask vague questions that are open to interpretation.
Yeah.
You-
Do we have any other questions? I just wanted to make sure that there's no
Not a mole.
no mole, yeah. And also no one hiding.
What was your favorite meal of the night?
God but Dusty would ask that question, yeah. But
Was
people can
everybody's
still choose to-
favorite meal the venison?
People can still choose not to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you would
Has
find
anyone
out.
abstained from answering any of the
No,
questions? or is it
but
okay?
everyone answered. And the three people, the three wait staff who answered no to the committed to the cause, they basically all agreed that like they're just wait staff. You know,
Yeah.
they're not moles. They're not
Yeah.
going to stop you. But you know, this isn't their cause.
Yeah,
You know.
no.
I think we need to do a Men in Black option with Pen. Those three.
God
Y'all forget you've seen anything.
damn. Anything else want to
Mind crush.
Has anyone held back any information that could help the cause?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
You see,
I don't even know.
this is the thing with how do you answer truthfully a question that you don't know the answer to?
Yeah.
Hey, well, I can.
Well, do they have information that we've
That could
asked
help.
for, or that they think could help towards it that they haven't willingly given up?
I feel like it's a less vague way of saying is anybody holding anything back?
Yeah.
Like that's not necessarily like, do you know something useful? Well, that's subjective. Like, are you holding something back is not as subjective.
Yeah, that could be.
Like purposely.
I
Are
hopefully
you purposely holding something back?
Yes. Seriously.
Is anybody
That could
here?
help.
Is anybody here on purpose holding any information back that might be of any help to the cause?
So this is an interrogation now.
No, it's just
No.
that's the last question, I think.
That's
Yeah.
the last question.
Yeah.
A ripple of no's goes around the room. Wilma refuses to answer.
Wilma!
Well, that's fine. I think you can choose to.
I think we'll.
I tell as only.
Well, I keep my mouth shut as well because I think I'm well. In a sense, would I? There's nothing I really
Yeah, I'm
need to
keeping my
tell.
mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly. There's things like
I'm
we're keeping
saying-
secrets.
I'm
Yeah.
saying-
So yeah, I guess that's it. Any other questions? Anyone I asked the group like, do anyone else here want to ask any questions to us?
Or ask the rest of the table?
Yeah.
Yeah,
ask-
that's what you're
yeah.
saying.
Go on,
Yeah.
take advantage of the spell while I expended the spell slot. Go on, help yourself.
Yeah. Well,
I've got one.
Yeah. We can still just choose not to answer.
The groundskeeper. Hang on. Let me think about that. That's you guys got time to think about what we all.
Yeah,
questions
no,
are. Let me-
perfectly fine. No, I
I
totally agree.
think
we-
we
yeah.
might have fucked up here, guys.
No, I like it. I like it. It gives them also like more trust in us in a sense, you
It's true.
know.
Again, we can just refuse.
And
to
also
answer.
they don't know if we actually accepted the thing.
Only
The groundskeeper.
Dustin.
The groundskeeper asks the room, "Are we all here tonight committed to the cause of peace between nations and the independence of
Holy
Haven?"
Yes.
I refuse to answer.
You're just here for the money.
Care.
Yeah, Kieran, do you just reply, I don't
I
care?
don't really.
Yeah.
I'm here because this is what we've been tasked to do.
As,
I am committed.
I think
That's mine.
Esmolian's, yeah. I just say yeah. Esmolian's just yeah. He's just here to do a job, and yeah.
You do notice that there's a lot of the vast majority of people in the room answer yes. Everyone at the table answers yes, and you notice Gunther is very impassioned in his response.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah! Ooh, yeah!
Hell yeah, baby.
America!
Not
Fuck
quite what I
yeah.
meant by impassioned, but sure.
Yes.
Okay,
Very well, is that everything you wanted to know
yeah,
from the spell?
Dusty, could you drop the spell?
You have to answer truthfully.
Drop.
Can you drop the spell?
Yes, I can.
Actually, the spell doesn't affect me. I got this one.
I'd like to imagine that Dusty doesn't know it doesn't affect him.
There's a placebo effect.
Oh no.
Kind of
Oh,
like
no.
with Blight. It's kind of like with Blight. He didn't know that you'd he thought that in order for the spell to work, I have to hug him.
No. See, I feel like it's canon that Dusty does know that, but he likes it better. Like he wants to hug them, so he does.
Back in a sec over Pete.
Okay.
He wants to feel all of their capillaries burst open.
God damn.
Well,
That went a place a step darker than I was.
And feel the life force.
I thank you all for helping and allowing us to do that. So, yes.
Thank you for
Thank you for the great meal.
my lieges.
Itadakimasu.
Takimasu.
Wait, no, isn't that what you say before a meal?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yes.
Oh my god. Elon Musk is being charged with fraud because he fixed the prices of his stock to $4.20 to impress his girlfriend.
What a piece of shit.
What a fucking hero! I love that guy.
Fuck him.
He's such a dumbass. He's in he's in big trouble for it.
Good.
I'm back.
Anyways,
Y'all can't take a fucking joke.
so we
So I think, is that the end of the meeting?
yeah, I think so. We
Yeah,
did-
Elon Musk concluded by saying he's fixed the stock prices to $4.20 to impress his girlfriend.
No.
He was telling
Thank
the
you,
truth
Elon.
at least. He was telling the truth.
Well then, I suspect we may meet at some time in the future and speak to your agents tomorrow.
Yes. You know where to find us, I think.
Yes,
Where
we
are we
do.
staying?
Me and
We're
Asmodean
staying
will.
in-
I was going to say me and Asmodean will meet any agents that want to, when the guy comes to get us to take us for the tour and stuff like that. I'll say we'll be at the cake and tea shop we were at yesterday, earlier on that day.
Yeah, I still need to get my statue. So
The Royal Feet. Is that
yeah,
one?
the Royal Feet. Yeah, that's the inn we're at.
Is it like feet or feet? Or feet, I guess.
It's
It's,
FEAT.
Wow, okay.
Ooh,
But the joke is that it's at the foot of the citadel.
yeah.
Cool.
Guys, I just need to pop off for 5 minutes, so is that cool?
Fucking David's popping off!
I did the
Ow.
same. So just go.
Yeah, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Won't be long.
I'll control your character.
Oh god. Yeah. So we leave. Do we? Where are we?
I think
escorted?
that's it. The meeting adjourned.
Brooke?
Yeah.
So I guess, do we get escorted back to the inn, or what's happening now?
No, you can make your own way back. My Tatian's not baby stepping you the whole way.
Okay. I actually
She's got
had
more important things to do.
Brooke, I actually had a question. Are we doing the same as Critical Role with the Find Familiar? Just checking. So in Critical Role, if you go into your beast form, you can fly as far as you want, but if you leave it, you cannot connect until it gets back into range. Just,
I fucking hate that spell, dude.
just wondering. Just
I
wondering.
hate that spell unless you're planning to commit to it, like properly commit to it.
Yeah, if it's like a big part of your character.
Yeah.
I
I use
like
my owl. I
something.
use my owl a lot. I think.
No, you fucking don't.
You gameplay your owl a lot. You
I
never.
use my owl
Yeah.
a lot. I
You-
used it.
You
I used it.
when
I
it's
used it to.
convenient.
I use my owl a lot.
For utility only. That's
Yeah,
what
for
no one
utility.
remembers.
You
Yeah.
don't use it in gameplay.
Like
I
that
mean,
owl,
you use it-
that owl fundamentally doesn't exist until you want it to, which isn't kind of the nature of the spell. I don't know. I don't like it because it's so cookie cutter. It's like Monk used it as well just because he wanted it to distract enemies during combat.
No, I want
Your
that
owl
to
doesn't
be
even have a
fucking pet, but I
name.
kept forgetting about
It's
it.
owl.
anyway.
It's owl. It's
This
owl.
is what I mean. People forget they only want the Find Familiar for the gameplay effects.
Yeah, your owl doesn't even have a name. So to
It's
me, it
owl.
doesn't exist. That's fucking bullshit, is what that is.
Ow.
Well, no.
I'll tell you
was a
what I'm gonna do.
hummingbird.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm
What?
gonna take Find Familiar off you and replace it with an owl, a spectral owl that you conjure yourself as a spell, and you can send it to Scout, but it's got a limited time. So that way, you don't have this quantum owl that only exists when you want it to. You have something that's a little bit more unique to your character, and I can get the fucking rid of Find Familiar because I hate it.
Why? I like Find Familiar. I don't know.
You're not using it properly.
Using
they
it
don't
properly.
they don't go away. It's that owl should always be somewhere, and it never
Yeah,
is.
it's in a spectral in a.
That's the point. Like you're
I'm
just
giving you a wake. I'm
you're
giving you a
using it like
wake.
an item, not like
Yeah.
a familiar.
Yeah.
What? So everyone has to do it like Critical Role, like you have to be like,
No,
oh
but
my
this
pet's
is what I
here,
mean.
oh my kitty is here. He's such
No, but
kitty.
like
You know, like
I feel like
that.
Find Familiar is a spell that's literally like it's only ever picked for like cookie cutter shit. You know, I don't know. Like I say, I'm gonna make you able to summon like some kind of magical owl that you can scout with, and that actually is probably better for scouting and doesn't piss me off every time you use it because it's not how it's supposed to be used.
Yeah, it's like okay, I guess.
I mean, surely this is more what you would.
Yeah, my alternative is way cooler. It's way cooler, and you're not having to bend around the stupid fucking ruling on Find Familiar. It's like, okay, so when it goes more than 200 feet away from me, I can still look through its eyes, but I can't give it orders. You know, like,
Yeah.
I want clear fucking rules for your Scout Owl,
Yeah, I like
and that's
that
what it's
ruling.
going to be.
Mm.
And
Or you
it
can
can be
just choose
pink.
not to
It can be
spell.
pink, like an Asmodean special owl that you create in your hand and then send to
I'll
fly away
think
like
about it.
Gandalf!
I'll think about it. Fine. Fine.
So depressed.
So yeah, I will. I'll get back to you with the specifics of that. I will make sure that it is better for the purpose that you use your owl for.
Mhm.
I can summon an elemental or something.
What?
Hold on. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Anyways, well, then that's not happening. So, yeah, I'll go to the end.
Whoa!
I'll start reading my book. Time to kill my character.
Oh god.
Time to kill my character.
Is that happening now?
Well, I know.
Hold on.
He's like, you're
Hold
taking
on.
away my owl. I'm gonna read my book.
Yeah, just gonna go kill my character. Then.
I take out my knife and stab myself in the throat. Bye, DM. Bye.
Oh, you placed a book in my path to kill myself with.
How many stabs would it take to get Kieran? That would not be a one-shot
Well,
deal.
you have to roll a lot to see if you pass through your armor first.
Yeah. A dagger is gonna take some time.
Get like a hammer and chisel.
No, I thought I don't know if you guys want to do anything outside.
Cartwheels.
Where are we at right now?
Are you on
Left
Twitter
the
again, Brooke?
Yeah.
I guess.
Are you
Yeah,
asking me questions?
like-
Sorry. There's just
Where
been so much
did it-
talking. I keep tuning out when you guys are doing your own discussion stuff. Sorry.
I was just saying
Well,
where are we at right now.
I think we've just
Where you're at, you've left the manor house. You said
To the
goodbye.
hotel bar then.
Or anywhere else you want to go in town.
What
You
is
are
this
currently
doing, City?
unaccompanied. Well, it's real fucking late. It's probably about 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
the perfect time for sneaking around.
Okay.
I can be talked into it probably. If you guys have any solid ideas.
I have a question, Brooke.
Mhm.
Can I, because I can actually, can I do this? I make a clone of myself and
Mhm.
polymorph my clone into a bird and I fly up.
isn't pulling
Yo,
off
that
the
works.
situation.
Yeah, problem solved.
And if something bad happens to it, you can be like, yeah, that ain't me.
That ain't me. It's just a bird.
Also
That ain't,
sounds
that ain't
really
me.
cool.
He's gone now. Bye. Yo, that's sick.
Yeah. Problem solved. Now you can just remove find familiar. Oh.
I mean, that means you get another spell.
Birdmolian, go.
Yeah.
I will. Anytime that you want to do stuff, really like utility. I've been thinking about this. Anytime that you want to really separate your two bodies outside of combat for utility stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
I want two bodies to do two different tasks.
Yeah.
What you're basically trying to do is
multitask.
It's a Herculean feat of multitasking.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to, at the start of this, every time you do it, roll an intelligence check with proficiency, and I'll be using that as a baseline to decide how successful you are at anything you try and do from that point forward with both of your characters.
Oh, cool.
Because it is literally like it's like trying to play two games at the same time. It's like trying to play League of Legends and Call of Duty at the same time, and trying, and more than that, it's like a whole ass person. You know, it's like Osmolian starts walking really weird when he does this.
Drunk,
like really like focused on taking one step after another, and like everything that should be natural is now conscious and thought of because you're doing two things at once. You know.
His pillow
I
just
like
starts
that.
going in that circle.
Like I won't ask you to do this in combat because in combat it's much more instinctual, and you meet that base 20 check.
I like the bird. I'm changing into that bird.
Are you changing back into the owl?
No.
That one that I just posted.
Oh, you're turning into that bird.
No, I will turn into a bird that's like local
Native,
here. Like,
yeah.
native bird.
Yeah. So
That bird can be for like fun times.
Yeah.
Ravens are fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah. So I turned into one of them, and I just want to scout around, maybe go up a little bit, just to see if I can see anything in the. I don't want to get too close. Just want to see if I can see.
Can you make that intelligence check for me?
Yeah, sorry. I'll just roll in real so you can see.
If you have intelligence saves with proficiency, you can always just roll that.
I think this has. Oh, I'm not doing well.
A 12. It's really like you're genuinely
it's the first
struggling.
time I'm doing it, so yeah.
You're struggling to make the bird fly.
Oh god.
Like it's like a case of like you can make the bird fly, but then as Molian stops walking, you know, it's like you're really struggling to tie these two tasks together.
Can you carry me?
Sure.
And then I just try and just focus on the bird. Just
I imagine Kilgan like just instead of like putting him on his shoulders, just like kind of grabs him by the scruff of the neck and just carries on walking forward.
You're being princess carried by Kyogan now.
Yeah.
And you guys noticed that this bird that was like smacking into some rooftops finally managed to start flapping and go up. Yeah, now that you don't have to focus on human Osmolian, the bird Osmolian can fly, no problem.
By the way, Osmolian.
Yeah.
If you ever want,
no, don't talk to me right now.
if you ever want, I can what's it called?
Bird full stop.
Enhance ability.
Oh yeah, okay. Good.
Give you them mind boosting pills.
So
have a line of this lad, it'll show you how, that'll help you fly.
Can I just fly around and see if I can spot anything? Maybe seeing.
It is extremely dark. I will say this much: the night sky, this high up in the mountains, and this far away from the citadel, is pristine. You basically see like the Milky Way in the sky. Yeah, it's a gorgeous and clear night sky. However, for the most part, it's really poor visibility. Make a perception check.
Do I?
I'm going to give it with disadvantage as well because of the intelligence save and everything else factored in.
Okay, yes, that's all good. Wait, what did I need to do? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception. 7. Don't see shit.
I'm not
You
even sure you have eyes.
You do notice that there definitely are lights on up near the top of the citadel, but you don't want to get too close. And
Yeah.
from the safe distance you're keeping, you see literally nothing of any value.
Well, I don't want to get any closer. I just stop it. I just make him disappear. All good. And I ask Keegan to let me down. Thanks, Keegan.
Anytime.
Well, that was useless. But at least we got... I guess there's no protection yet at that range.
Anywhere we want to go?
Well, we were walking back to the inn, right? Or are we walking towards a bar? I don't think there's really bars here, right?
There'll be one of the. We're in a good hotel. There better be a fucking bar at that hotel.
Yeah, well, the bar at the hotel, but I'm talking about there's not really. Are there any like? Do
you mean
hear
a
any
dedicated
music?
pub?
Yeah,
like bar bars. Yeah, there's like there's a pub.
Maybe we could
go
kind
there?
of see what kind of people go there.
Yeah.
Check the movies and stuff. I don't know.
Well, let's see how they react to us going in there. That's
Good idea.
It's far more subdued than a Midrealm pub would be, especially at this time of night. Yeah, it's also interesting enough. Everyone's drinking beer out of big, these kind of specific glass, like big glasses rather than the tankards you're used to.
At this moment, I bend down to Osmo and say, I don't think they sell wine in here, do they?
Well, they're drinking beer out of glass. Maybe.
I've never drank beer before. I've been told it's horrible. I'm whispering this to Asmodean. You don't know that.
I know. I'm laughing out of character.
Beer is fine. Just drink.
My people don't drink that swill.
So that's for the best beer.
Couldn't we just go back to the hotel? I mean, I don't like this place.
I might have a bottle of wine in my bag. It's fine.
God bless you, Asmodean.
There's bottles behind the counter.
Yay.
All kinds of liquor and some wine.
I'm reminded of that episode in Freeze, where Niles is stood at the bar and he says, can I see your wine list, please? And the guy hands it to him and he just he takes 2 looks at it and just goes, yeah, I'll have the white, please.
So how many people are in this bar?
Like, not to mention as well, we've just walked in, me and Flynn are dressed to the fucking nines, and we've just walked into this pub.
Yeah, it's
we're
not
gonna stand out today.
This is definitely not a dive.
Oh, okay.
No, because you're in the middle city, upper city. It's interesting. There's definitely a different kind of pub culture. In Middleton, it's all like big benches. Midrealm, sorry. It's all like big benches and little like what are they called? Booths, right? Around the edges.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like big tables in the middle of the room. Here, it's all about stools. Here, there's this giant bar that runs all the way along the back of the bar itself. It's a long building, and there's stools all the way down the bar. And there's also some like countertops around the rest of the room as well, all with stools. It's like the only seating in the place is stools.
I nudge Flynn, and I ask Flynn, maybe try and get see if you can find the biggest group, and maybe try and get friendly with them. So maybe you can get some info, maybe on some local gambling or something.
Oh, gambling! I do like a good game of Dragon Chess.
I look over to Asmodean.
I'm talking
and look
Flynn specifically.
really confused that he's asking me that question.
Mm-hmm.
That's something Bogador would normally tell me to do.
Exactly.
I'm telling is Bogador.
I will look over him. I will say to him, "As you wish. It's no problem to me." And
I'll come with. I actually, bit of a funny thing about me. I do enjoy gambling. I do love a good game of Dragon Chess.
I need some money to buy in that.
I suppose I could give you some money.
I mean, 1,000 gold sounds good to me.
Is that the amount of money people normally place on a game of dragon chess? We don't normally spend that much.
Normally, I
That's
mean,
like a buy-in.
I think Esmoli is looking for Kieran. Kieran's most likely already like halfway through a beer, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Okay, very well, Flynn. I will give you 1,000 gold if that's what it takes to get into this dragon chess
what's
game.
Kieran's opinion on the pint glass versus the tankard?
Kieran smash.
Does it? I mean, it probably looks really tiny in my hand, to be honest.
That's what you said about my dick.
Boom! You can go for like the double pint glass, and that has a handle on it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Did you give me that 1,000 gold?
Pieces
It's
of
good
shit
beer,
here.
though. It's good beer.
I
Yeah,
can't believe people spend this
Really
much
good
money
beer.
on a game of dragon chess. It's strange.
This
You've
is
never
like,
played
you,
this,
you just asked for like the house, probably. I don't know if you have any brand loyalty to beer,
No.
but this is the best beer you've ever had.
Usually the house is better than branded shit anyway. So.
Yeah.
I asked for a recommendation.
Just out of character, Flynn,
You do what?
Dave. Why I said the gambling thing is, I always expect like the higher people to want to do something like find the illegal things to do. So I was thinking maybe you can find someone. That's why I said it. But
Okay. No.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I will look.
There's a rowdy. There is a rowdy group of 5 people up on a bench.
This is so exciting. I've never seen street dragon chess before.
I'll put my hand around Mila's waist
Oh yeah.
and push her along
you
with me to
reach?
the table.
I'm pretty sure you can. He may have to reach up, but
Yeah, you just have to reach up.
Hands on the arse then.
I would imagine at this moment, like, Mila's like really excited before because she thinks that gambling only involves dragon chess and she's never seen common people play it before. She's like, "Ooh, this is so exciting, a new experience."
She's actually excited for once and not being.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
We walk over to the table and first off, I just look to see if they're doing anything on the table. Is there any games going on? If it's just drink.
No, they're just kind of rowdy.
Do I overhear what they're being rowdy about?
Work. They're talking about work.
Where's the board?
God, I didn't expect there to be gambling here. I wanted him to introduce himself. Maybe. God damn it.
Mila's a dum dum.
Yeah.
I will walk up to them and introduce myself as
All right, they're short stuff.
Oh, very very funny,
Wow.
Imagine at this point, like, Mila's giggling like a little girl.
sir. Me and my missus just arrived in town, and we're
Face drops.
we've just arrived in, and we've just had a few drinks. We're looking to see if there's any I don't know, casinos or gambling houses.
They're
around
looking
or
at you, then they're looking at Mila, then they're looking at you, then they're looking at Mila.
I slap her on the arse.
How far will Mila go with this?
Really rather you didn't do that in public, honey. If you wouldn't mind.
Oh God! Goes along. Yes!
Make a let's make a persuasion check to see if you can endear yourself to these guys. There is some racial prejudice at work here as well.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Definitely Mila.
Wait. Persuasion, yes.
Yes. Okay.
That was a 4 roll. That was quite
Yeah.
impressive.
What's the code?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What casino?
Casino, gambling houses, or any private games?
What do you reckon, fellas? Well, I don't think they're with the guard. That's for sure. How much you got on you?
How much is a buy-in?
How much you got on you?
God.
500.
Yeah,
Like
500.
straight away, because I say straight away, because like if he says 1,000, they're taking a fucking 1,000.
I was not going to say 1,000. I was going to say like 50.
Yeah.
I just took 1,000 gold of you for no reason.
Nice.
Yeah,
500.
Yeah, that's the buy-in.
Yeah, sounds
500.
500 sounds good to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Come with us.
Oh god, you're getting it
We're
raw.
gonna get mugged.
But still, it's fun. I like this.
Where are we off to?
Well, 2 streets down from here, I have a friend who this time of night is usually running a game of cards, and typically I can't quite afford it, but I think if you were to share some of that 500 gold around, I think some of us could get a buy-in tonight.
Honey, sounds like fun.
Yes, of course. It sounds like fun to me.
I'm just so happy this is working out.
I guess.
Best chance I get, you're gonna get fucking annihilated.
I guess let's head on. Lead the way, fellas.
Right, as soon as I start walking ahead, I say, "If you touch my arse one more time, I swear to God, I will kill you."
Before they leave, they do say, "You're not going to blame me for asking to see the coin."
Not at all.
This. Oh fuck! Do I have anything?
I just gave you I've just gave you 1,000 gold.
I know that.
But he hit it like in 15 on the pockets.
He just start pulling 20 out here, 20 out there.
Yeah.
I produce a ruby.
What?
A ruby?
What?
Well,
This
that looks
ruby
nice,
It's
but
worth about the equivalent of 600 gold.
mate,
Just-
just a coin. I can't. We can't appraise a ruby at this time of night.
You don't need to praise it. It's just a show of my wealth, son.
I can't tell if that's a real ruby. I'm not a jeweler. Where's the coin?
I would imagine I don't have this written down. I should. I would imagine I have a coin purse,
Sure.
which has.
You have 1,000 gold on you.
I have
Somewhere.
more than 1,000 gold. I
Sure,
have it
sure.
everywhere. I imagine I have like a coin purse with a reasonable amount of money in it,
Jingle jangle.
and I just.
Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go.
Okay.
You two lead the way.
We don't know where we're going.
Down 2 streets, I told you, this direction.
What? Oh, surely. We're getting fucking mugged, aren't we?
No, we just want to enjoy the view.
Oh.
Wow.
Charming, I'm sure. Lead the
Yeah,
way.
these guys suck.
Can I?
Through the ring, I'm just gonna say, when they leave, somebody want to give us a follow?
I reply.
Kieran's already drunk.
Kieran, I'm sitting next to
Kogan's on his
I'm
10th
not.
beer.
I wouldn't
I
say
mean, I'm-
drunk, but just I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm not drunk, but
I'm just sitting
This
next
is
to
not
Kieran.
my. This is not my area.
oh,
You
actually,
didn't
I'm on my
ask me to
10th beer,
smash
but
anything,
I'm not drunk.
so.
I just
Be ashamed of yourself.
I just can you just keep an eye on them?
I'm going to say through the ring, not Kogan, not Kieran, they stand out.
That's
Um,
No one
I'm-
dusty though.
Ah,
I
God, fine.
say
Oh,
through the
there's-
ring.
What was that, Dustin?
Sorry.
Flynn, I'm gonna cast a spell on you. Do not resist.
I never resist a spell, baby.
Oh, boy.
What are you casting on me?
The spell of rape.
What spell?
What spell are you casting?
You better not shout, you better not cry. Like that pillow won't go in dry.
Oh God.
Does locate creature work on people?
No.
It's a
I'm
good
not a
person.
creature.
Oh, you're not far off.
Is this happening
Wow.
over the ring, by the way? Because I can imagine
Wait.
being pleased with this conversation.
I think it might. Well, read
No,
me.
there's
you,
locate
you
person.
tell me. Okay.
There's
Okay.
locate person,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Is it?
Thank you.
There should be locate person as well. So.
Ain't my job to tell you what your spells do. You pick them, you know.
Hey, it's
Yeah, locate person.
unclear. Hello.
If there's a locate person or locate creature, I'm going to say locate creature isn't for people.
Yeah. that
There's
makes
not a locate person.
There
It
is?
is
That would be
it is
smart.
locate creature because it says the spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn.
Oh,
So if it goes
Oh,
from
shit.
if it goes
Okay,
from
yeah.
humans to unicorn, yeah, I'd
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it a specific individual or is it that whole species?
No, you
A
can
creature
describe
that
a
is
name.
familiar to you.
Yeah. Name a creature from
A
the-
specific creature.
Yeah,
Okay, that should work then.
but it lasts only for an hour, so you can just use it. Even you don't have to cast on anyone. You can just locate him or her or
Well,
whatever.
I'm gonna use it now so that I can just
Keep what?
You know
notice
where we
that
are.
If there, you know
Yeah,
that
but
if there
if
are
he-
any intrusions in your mind other than right now, you should resist those, but not this one.
If he moves outside of 1,000 feet of you, you're only gonna know what direction he's in. You're not gonna know exactly where he is.
Well, he can walk the
They
other
said 2
way.
streets down.
Yeah.
They said 2 streets down. That's not far.
Mm.
That's
And
probably-
if they go further, we follow them.
All good.
I guess we start making our way to the exit and walking 2
Make
streets
my
down.
way downtown.
I'm not
Okay,
walking in
so-
front of them. You can fuck off.
It's only you two that's going, or was someone following?
It was only us two. I asked somebody.
Well, I said I
Asmodean
could,
does
but,
stand.
like, apparently I
Asmodean
was too
stands
obvious.
out, and Asmodean stands out.
None
as well,
of
but-
you
No.
none of you blend in.
Yeah,
not
pretty
in.
much.
Not in.
Well.
Maybe we should have thought about this when we were creating our characters. Like maybe
Uh,
one of us should have been a human that doesn't have a stoop.
I'll
was
I'll
told that
actually.
Where's the bandana?
dwarf.
You know what? I'll follow. I'll wait until he goes outside, and then I'll go outside as well. And is there any alleyways any nearby?
He's going outside for a smoke.
There's tons.
Well, when he just they're out of range a bit, I'll hop into an alleyway and put seeming on myself, make myself look like any fucking person in the bar, and just slowly walk behind them, I guess.
Middle-aged man with a limp.
Yeah. I can still cast seeming, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
I have an eye out. I also make sure everyone knows that I'm doing this.
Me and Kieran will stay here.
Yeah, you guys can stay there.
I mean, I'm not really good at sneaking anywhere anyway.
Well,
so...
anyone that wants to come, I can just see him as well. So just
Kieran is a
I guess I
7-foot
don't jingle
middle-aged man with a
anymore
limp.
though, so that's true. I don't.
Jingle jangle.
True.
I used
don't
to
have my
jingle,
armor
but
on.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Did you put it in the bag of
Forget
holding?
that.
Or...
so.
Okay, sure. Whatever. You guys just decide who's doing what, and then
Well, did you want to come, Karen, or did you rather want to drink in the bar? What's your character want?
I mean, I don't really feel like we
We'll
all
be
need
fine.
to go. Like, why? They're
Yeah.
not babies. Like, they
No,
can
I
they can
know.
defend themselves. Like,
I'm just.
I can defend
Okay.
myself.
if we were all gonna go, why didn't we
Yeah.
all go?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thought. It's like,
Exactly. But
so,
fine.
but we didn't. So now I'm here. Like, that's my thinking.
oh good. I'll just follow them. That's fine.
cool. Yeah, they lead you down the 2 streets, and they knock on the door. There's a bit of a pause, and then someone says, "Who's there?" And he replies, "Brett Foreman, and I've got some guests. We're all carrying money." And there's a little pause, and then a click as the big bolt slides back and the door opens.
As he loads his gun.
And the guy at the door holds out a hand saying, "Regular price, 50 gold buy-in. Take your seat. Pretty empty table tonight, so okay. There's a fair few of you. That's good." And,
How many-
and your friends look at you to supply their 50 gold, by the way.
Go ahead, dear. Pay the man.
How many is there?
There's 3 of them, and
There's
you
three
two.
of them. Oh,
Yeah.
so it's 300. Was 300? No, 350. 300.
250.
What?
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 250? That's
$7.99.
5
Three
people
plus-
times
3
50.
plus 2 is 5.
I'm so confused.
250 gold for the 5 of you.
Yeah, I hand over 250.
Very good. Take your seat.
So,
And you go in, and Flynn, you recognize the smell of the room. They smoking that poppy seed.
Oh god.
God damn.
I was saying there's either a corpse near or
He's gonna
somebody
get
shit
Mila
themselves.
high.
It smells relatively pleasant in here, Mila, actually.
I'm sure I wouldn't know what this is. So I was like, nice fragrance.
What is that? Incense?
Right, I'm looking around the room.
Way.
I'm looking around the room, going, but where are the flower vases?
And you
Just
do notice two of the guys at the table are smoking. And there's a dealer kind of shuffling cards. And he's like, oh, well, we're only waiting for one more, but that's perfect. He calls over to the front door. He says, all right, Stewie, don't let any more in. We're good for the night. And the dealer begins to do what he do. He deals. You put down 50 gold in front of you. Milo, you're playing, yeah?
I don't know how. I thought this was Dragon Chess. Don't forget, Flynn.
you can still play.
This is the equivalent of poker. It is the most common. What's the card game called in D&D? It's got a name. It's in the player handbook.
Can't remember.
There's Dragon Chess and some other bullshit.
Death Dragons.
No, Dragon Poker, Dragon Craps,
All of it.
Dragon Schmagen.
I send over the ears. You guys okay?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
I summon my blue-eyed white dragon
God.
and declare direct attack.
Well,
you sir just activated my trap card.
Explain yourself, Kaiba.
God.
Oh, Mokuba, what have I always told you? If at first you don't succeed, blast them again with your blue eyes.
Okay, let's play.
White blast slash attack. Okay. What is it called? I'm really curious. It's not Dragon Poker.
Oh,
Bard cards.
No, it's not.
I know, I'm guessing.
Got it. It's it's called playing card set. Good. We're playing poker, boys.
I, as my
Three dragon
usual
empty.
self.
So here's the thing, Mila, poker is a very ubiquitous game. Do you think Mila would have any understanding of it? Okay.
I'm going to be cheating the entire time.
Do okay. Make a intelligence check for me.
Me?
Mila, I'm
you
gonna
guys-
see. I'm gonna see if Mila can put it together pretty quickly because poker is pretty straightforward after a couple of hands. The only thing you really need to know is the winning sets.
As Million drops his form, it goes
Like
into
the whole because poker
Breaking
is a
news,
very,
guys, they're actually playing poker.
Yeah.
poker is a
I
very
should
simple
know.
game. It's you get given 2 cards. There's what is it like 3 and then 4 then 5 on the table.
Yeah,
And
and
you
you've got
need to have-
to make the best out of the 5 cards. So.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's a case of like, okay, so what are the good hands? So it's like doubles and triples and straights. Okay, that's
I'm also like getting information from Flynn the entire time through the.
yeah, I'm
runs
gonna
game.
say with a 14 you can put it together pretty easily. You realize that the key to this game is bluffing and
Oh, I'm very good at that.
and trying to read people. And you think, oh shit, I can do this. It's like Dragon Chess but with cards.
And you guys are working together, so in a sense, like you're using rings. So we're just counting.
No, I'm just no, we're not working
Oh, I
together.
got this.
I'm not working together. Like I'm asking Flynn, like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in the first couple of hands.
Make for me.
I was going to say, he's just like telling me all the wrong things, so he takes my money.
Make for me, guys.
Yep.
2 rolls. Make a deception and an insight roll. And we're going to use those to.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay.
What do you get?
Do I have it? Can I? Wait. Do I have a spell that can stop that?
No.
That's
Help.
fucking
You suck at this.
Yeah. By the time you've put it together, you realize that you were just completely giving away what your hands were. It's like, oh shit! Wait, I'm supposed to be bluffing in this game. Damn it! And Mila goes out first. It was just a poor choice. You went all in, and your bluff was shit.
Went all in on a pair of 2s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I look at Flynn, just going, but I got 2 of the same thing. Doesn't that mean I win something?
Flynn, you're playing all around bluffing. You're not even trying to read the opponents. You're just trying to trip
I'm
them up.
cheating as well.
Oh, well, make sense. Tell me how you want to cheat.
I mean, I've got a marked deck of cards with me at all times. I have sleeves.
The thing is, okay, so the marked deck of cards is going to be useless because they're using a custom set of cards.
But you can start marking their cards.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to tell me what else you want to do. You've got sleeves and shit.
I've got oh fuck, this is hard.
If you happen to have some wine.
Are you getting them drunk?
I want to have
Mila,
a drink. Yeah.
Make a Constitution check.
No, you fucking don't.
After you've been here about a Constitution saving throw. After you've been here about half an hour. Okay.
I don't like it when you do that.
I also go through the earrings. Flynn, I send you in there to get to know the people, like get some info, maybe learn if there's any regular players there from the higher tower.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Well, Mila's out, so she could probably do it. I can still win some
Mila, you are on a very slight opium high. Which is like it's opiates, so it's like
I'm a smackhead.
no,
I'm joking.
Kinda. It's a bit more like morphine or something. Like you're just gonna float. You're floating off a little bit.
GG, it's over.
She gone. All his impulse control is just out the window.
Perfect opportunity has arisen.
And coincidentally, so was my dick.
Oh god.
No, let's. So I've got long sleeves. I don't know what else I'll be doing.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
You could mark the cards while you're playing with them.
You fucking wizard. So with that deception and that sleight of hand check, you take the whole fucking lot with a sick cheat/bluff combo. You bluff yourself basically into like a royal flush, whatever the fuck, and you clean them all out.
That'd be like super.
While he's
impressive.
winning, Asmodean's saying, "You better lose so people like you better."
Yes, losing.
Yeah.
Good at that.
I'm just sat on my chair, just like smiling and looking around the room.
A few people did go up a little bit, so I'm gonna say the pot comes to about 800 gold total.
100 gold.
I don't think Milo was Mila buying in more after the 50 gold. Don't forget you are opiumed out.
No, she was high and just smiling and just looking around.
You're more interested in the lights at this point. Like,
yeah.
I never noticed light was
So light.
so bright.
So underrated.
So bright. What's up with that?
Look at those particles. It's so pretty.
Oh fuck! You got some chips.
No, I at some point I would have asked for a glass of wine.
My hair is just so soft.
Oh, I love my new shampoo. This dress
How's it
feels
going in there, guys?
amazing. I should wear these shoes more often.
So you're sitting there counting out your 800 gold winnings, and everyone's like, okay. Good game, lads. And people are kind of like packing up.
Did he learn anything? Please tell me at least.
So-
No, he was focused on winning and cheating.
God damn it!
You didn't ask to make any kind of information gathering checks at all.
Can I do something now?
God damn
Can
it.
you
So
do
guys,
something now?
do you meet up often or
Once a week.
once a week? And it's going to be same buy-ins?
Hey man, I think you probably better sit out a week. You cleaned us all out pretty bad, and
We can do lower stakes if you like. I don't know. Or is there any bigger games do you know of?
you kind of see them looking at each other, and they're like, I don't know, man. I think we're probably gonna miss next week.
Too good.
God damn you fucking dick! I sent you in there for one fucking objective.
Yeah, this
This
isn't
went
like
exactly how I thought it was
this
going to
isn't
go.
Yeah.
this isn't. By the way, you get the impression this is not some kind of mob poker.
It's just fucking random people playing poker.
this is. I mean, it's a little bit. It's basically like there's definitely a shady element here. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
this isn't high crime poker. This is like the rough kids on the block poker. This is probably like your
Featuring
local. This is like your local streets drug dealers game of poker.
I want to ask the organizer once everyone's back in it. Is there any other like, bigger stakes or higher stake games? That's what I'm kind of looking. I mean,
I say over the ring. I'm
50
pretty high right now.
golds.
There might be.
like,
There
wait,
might be.
uh,
How badly do you want to know?
Well, I slip him 10 golds and say, well,
How badly do you
I-
want to know?
I like. Slip him.
He looks at the 10 gold and asks you again.
I slip him another 10 gold and say, I like to play.
He's got 20 gold in his hands and he's like, he looks down the tin and he looks back at you.
Fuck. I'll slip him another 20.
He kind of like shrugs and puts it in his pocket and
Fuck!
says,
And says no.
no, he says, what does he say? He says, yeah, I might know something about that, but I don't know, man. It's pretty dangerous people. You looking for dangerous people?
I love danger.
All right then.
Why do you think I married her?
And he gives you an address that I'm not going to think of on the spot because I'm tired.
That's fine.
And says, I'm pretty sure they play every night there, but you're gonna need fuck it, man, just give me 100 gold, because like here's the thing, you're gonna need to give them my name to get in, and like I don't want you causing trouble.
I look over to Mila.
I kind of like wave and smile at
Man,
him.
you've got the money. You just won it. Just give me fucking 100 gold.
I kind of like float over and I'm just like, what's the problem, honey?
We're gonna play some more poker, darling. And I
Oh,
give her
excellent! I do like
100.
poker.
I give her.
You what?
I give him 100 gold.
Right,
Out my
cool.
pocket.
Right, so go to that address and tell them Tegan sent you.
Tegan, right? Could somebody write that down?
So they're still active right
No,
now.
we're not here.
Wait, sorry. Tegan's a girl's name. Keegan.
Keegan.
What?
Keegan's a boy's name.
Kyogen?
No, Keegan.
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 With a key.
Tegan's a girl's name.
It wasn't all a waste.
Names are hard.
That one.
Is my spell still active, or is it run out?
Is what?
My locate creature, is it run out right now?
It's been over an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay.
On Flynn.
Same place.
You made a very good choice there, because if I'd have found out that, like, if Mila, in the state that she's in right now, found out she's being assailed by magic, she'd just start firing off spells, burning the place down.
What's your name? Sorry.
Keegan. So tell him.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, tell him Keegan sent you. Go to that address tomorrow night, around the same time we started. And shit, man, don't cause trouble. Don't make me regret taking this money off you.
And one more question: who are the kind of people that play in these games?
Oh, bad people. You really should understand. Like those guys are like serious. Yeah, you can get fucked up pretty bad if you piss them off. So, but I mean, hey, you paid me the money. You asked for danger.
All right, big man. Good to play. I take my lovely wife by the hand and wish everyone a good night.
Thanks ever so much for your company, gentlemen.
See you again soon. And slap her on the arse and we walk out.
She just kind of goes like, "Oh, what was that for?" Like she's completely forgotten the lecture that that she gave you like an hour ago. Flynn, what was that smell in there? What were they smoking?
It's just incense, darling.
Incense. Ah.
Very strong incense.
Ah. Okay.
Cool crack.
Flynn is already making a plan.
Crack, interesting. I've never smelled crack before.
You don't want to, it's strong shit. Right, I think we head back to the inn.
Flynn, is beer really as bad as my father told me it is?
Beer is like nectar for the folk.
Oh, well then.
She's no longer interested.
You just had the opportunity to see Mila get drunk and you blew it. Well done.
You're already high as shit, dude.
And she is so high and in such a good mood that she buys everybody around.
Mila, you didn't give me the 500 gold yet.
Wait, I did?
Make a deception check.
Yeah.
Wait, is it me or...
No, Flynn. Okay. You're called David.
Or you can
okay.
Whatever you got to, you got disadvantage on whatever you fucking think.
I think I did. I'm sure I did, right?
Here we go. So I'm pretty sure you're he's convincing, but you try and make an intelligence check to see if you can remember.
What are these rolls tonight? God.
Oh! You haven't a clue. You haven't a clue.
I brought us in.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you give him money, but like.
Oh, fine, okay. Then I give him the 500.
1, 2.
What? Oh no.
2. Count them out one by one. Even that,
Right.
she just gives you the whole coin purse. Like,
No, she absolutely wouldn't do that. That's got father's checkbook in it, and
you need a checkbook and a coin bag.
no, I've got like a designer purse that's like a haversack.
Oh,
Remember?
sure. Okay. Are you guys? Is there anything else you want to do in the pub, or can we park you back at the hotel, call it a day, and start the next session?
I think they said they're heading back to the inn, so I would have felt on my locate creature that they were leaving.
Heading back.
I thought you guys were at the
No, we were
It
at
was
the
a
bar.
different
You're
bar.
the pub.
You're at just bar. Okay, I think we were heading back to the bar and just letting everyone.
I immediately go to the bar and buy everybody around, but I'm still only having a white wine. And then I sit down, I just go, Flynn's got a card game with dangerous people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Flynn, he
Also have a bag of crack.
What kind of dangerous people? My kind of
Flynn,
danger?
what?
Or his kind of danger?
My kind of danger, yeah.
Right.
Like,
Well,
once again, I'm
maybe your kind of danger as well. I don't really.
So, Brooke,
at this point, like, I'm staring up at the lanterns again and just like being like, oh, that's so nice.
What's that?
what is our our schedule for next night, tonight, and tomorrow night?
The next day is the Vault Ball tournament in the morning and the diplomatic meetings in the afternoon.
And the night is free for us.
The night is relatively free.
Okay.
You'll probably you're planning to get off from the meetings about 7 p.m.
Right. Just checking.
That
Oh,
place smelled really weird. Flynn said it was crack.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Flynn, what was it you were saying about the funny smell? My hand feels funny.
Oh God.
Is nobody concerned?
I mean,
where did
Not
you
sure
like
if you would
knowing
know.
knowing who he went with, like I'm not really surprised.
Hey guys, it was not me. Mine's still intact.
Wait,
It's the other people.
He smacked me on the bottom.
Twice.
again?
I don't know how Smolny would react to this shit.
But you're an upsetting lady. Why is he not still alive?
Maybe she's starting to like it. I don't know.
Apparently.
No, definitely not.
I give Keegan the business thumbs up.
That's a good question. I don't know. Should I set him on fire? And like at this point, like I kind of conjure up like a ball of fire in my hand, and I'm thinking about it.
Oh, when we're outside, yeah.
That's when it's like, no magic and.
Oh, pity.
That's not an instant cast.
Takes a minute.
Takes a minute to cast that.
No, because Mila like respects Asmoleon the most out of the group. If he says like let's not use magic, she would go okay, and just stop. Especially in the state that she's in right now. I don't know if I'll have to make rolls around like that, but you better fucking pray I don't remember any of this tomorrow.
I wish I'd my doctor. I lost the memory. I started tonight with 100 gold.
Like sometimes I wish Asmoleon was a jackass. But I don't know. Like Asmoleon is too Asmoleon is neutral, so he wouldn't do it. But I want to make like me right now wants to change your fucking memory to like have been slapped on your ass like 20 times by Flynn and then make you remember it fully.
How did he slap my ass when I was 5 years old?
I cast,
You know that weird uncle?
Oh,
You're the one they all said had a growth defect.
Anyways, let's call it a night, I guess. With
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle Bad Touch, I remember him.
Uncle Bad Touch.
I finally found the perfect reaction to what Mila was looking like most of the night.
Oh god.
That's Neil deGrasse Tyson eating hot wings. That's fucking funny.
that is kind of great.
Oh, nice rolling with it, Brooke. I didn't think you expected us to try and make a.
I don't know what you were looking for from them.
Neither do I.
I was just trying to get like. So they didn't actually. Well, they didn't actually have any leads on people that come out of the diplomats from the tower. The people we were talking to did not have any plan. So I just thought maybe we can get like our own info by getting someone into like diplomats. What do they do in their off time? You think maybe
Probably not gamble in the random street.
I don't know, but I hope you can get some info. You know? Maybe glean, especially what happened, like trying to get to the higher stakes. You know, something. Just get me. Well, at least we get some. Sorry, if I was hoping just to get something out of it.
Also, don't forget, one of you guys is going to have to teach me how to actually play poker.
Like, I'm going to need to just be my showgirl.
I can imagine Mila at this point, like, if depending on what she remembers the next day, if she remembers we played poker, she'll be like, I've got to get better at that. I've got to be better at that. Because she is quite a student.
I can teach you to play poker.
Okay.
No worries.
If I don't remember the smacks on the arse, in which case I'll probably never speak to you again.
Oh god.
No, I think she would forgive the first one because like you were just trying to, show you were one of the lads, I guess, and get in with that crowd. So she would probably forgive the first one, but after the
you can appreciate the strategy behind the first.
Mila is very pragmatic. She understands these things.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that was really
kind
fun.
just to gloat.
I am going off.
Alright, good night, Mr.
All right.
Right, before you do
Night,
go off,
Frank.
just so you know, I am not here next week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean,
man,
like,
the
I
just
can
started.
be. I can be if you want, but I'll be like driving to Coventry.
Be your phone.
So,
And I'm going to cast fucking speed cameras.
Well, you could
maybe
still join, I guess, and just mute yourself because your fucking phone microphone sucks. But yeah.
Yeah, we can be radio for you.
Wait, don't you have like a Bluetooth headset? Get a Bluetooth headset.
Don't have Bluetooth headset now.
Fuck is that picture?
I'm trying to find the perfect like what Mila's face would have been like during that whole thing.
It's definitely more Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Well, I know,
Like, what the fuck even is that?
I know for a fact this is what Flynn's face was like.
Yeah.
Anyways, was fun,
Oh
guys.
wait, no, it was more like that or more like this.
Oh god.
Oh wait, no, it's definitely this. I can't believe I didn't think of it first.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna head off too. I need to do some work.
I found it.
Good night, Hatsu.
Good night, Hudson.
I'm off too. Bye.
Wait.
See you later, bro.
There we go.
See?
Okay. See ya.
Perfect.
Good night, all. I'm
Good
going.
night, Dave. Good night. Good night, Lug.
Good night. Oops, stop recording. Peace out, guys.